嗨，我是幸福先生，谢谢大家关注地道美语发音。Hi, I'm Mr. Xingfu. Thank you for tuning in to the American accent for Chinese speakers. Today's lesson is on contractions. I'm going to read all the contractions out loud from the site American Accent for Chinese Speakers. I highly recommend that you repeat the words after me. When you feel more confident, you should repeat the words with me. Don't be embarrassed, just do it. 这个视频教程教授美语中的缩写连续。我会把我们地道美语发音站所列的缩写都念出来2遍。如果该缩写有2种读法，我也会念出来。我强烈建议大家跟着我重复念出来。当你感觉更自信之后，你可以跟我一起念出来。不要觉得不好意思，立刻去做，好不好 ？Okay. Are not, aren't, aren't. Are not, aren't, aren't. Cannot, can't, can't.Cannot, can't, can't. Could have, could've, coulda. Could have, could've, coulda. Could not, couldn't, couldn't. Could not, couldn't, couldn't. Did not, didn't, didn't. Did not, didn't, didn't. Do not, don't, don't. Do not, don't, don't. Does not, doesn't, doesn't.Does not, doesn't, doesn't. Had not, hadn't, hadn't. Had not, hadn't, hadn't. Has not, hasn't, hasn't. Have not, haven't, haven't. Have not, haven't, haven't. He is, he's. He is, he's. He will, he'll. He will, he'll. He would, he'd. He would, he'd. Here is, here's. Here is, here's. How are, hower. How are, hower. How did, how'd. How did, how'd. How has, how's. How has, how's. How is, how's. How is, how's. How was, how's. How was, how's. How will, howl. How will, howl. I am, I'm. I am, I'm. I have, I've. I have, I've. I will, I'll. I will, I'll. I would, I'd. I would, I'd. Is not, isn't. Is not, isn't. It is, it's. It is, it's. It will, it'll. It will, it'll, it'll. It will, it'll, it'll. It would, it'd, it'd. It would, it'd, it'd. Is not, isn't, isn't. Is not, isn't, isn't. Let us, let's. Let us, let's. Might have, might've, might've. Might have, might've, might've. Need not, needn't, needn't. Need not, needn't, needn't, needn't. She has, she's. She has, she's. She is, she's. She is, she's. She was, she's. She was, she's. She will, she'll. She will, she'll. She would, she'd. She would, she'd. Should have, should've, shoulda. Should have, should've, shoulda. Should not, shouldn't, shouldn't. Should not, shouldn't, shouldn't. That is, that's. That is, that's. That will, that'll. Sorry. That will, that'll, that'll. That will, that'll, that'll. There is, theirs. There is, theirs. They are, there. They are, there. They have, they've. They have, they've. They are, there. They are, there. They were, there. They were there. They will, they'll. They will, they'll. They would, they'd. They would, they'd. Was not, wasn't, wasn't. Was not, wasn't, wasn't. We are, we're. We are, we're. We had, we'd. We had, we'd. We have, we've. We have, we've. We will, we'll. We will, we'll. We would, we'd. We would, we'd. We're not, weren't, weren't. We're not, weren't, weren't. What are, whatter, whatter. What are, whatter, whatter. What have, whatev, whatev. What have, whatev, whatev. What is, what's. What is, what's. What will, what'll, what'll. What will, what'll, what'll. When are, whenner. What are, whenner. When is, when's. When is, when's. When will, when'll. When will, when'll. Where is, where's. Where is, where's. Who are, who're. Who are, who're. Who is, whose. Who is, whose. Who has, whose. Who has, whose. Who have, who've. Who have, who've. Who will, who'll. Who will, who'll. Why are, wire. Why are, wire. Why is, wise. Why is, wise. Why will, while. Why will, while. Will not, won't, won't. Will not, won't, won't. Would have, would've, woulda. Would have, would've, woulda. Would not, wouldn't, wouldn't. Would not, wouldn't, wouldn't. You are, you're. You are, you're. You have, you've. You have, you've. You will, you'll. You will, you'll. You would, you'd. You would, you'd. Okay, that's all. 感觉怎么样? I hope you didn't think that was too bad. The next step is to take all these contractions and use them in your everyday speech. It will make your life easier, and you're going to sound way better. 希望你不觉得太难。下一步就是把这些缩写应用到你的日常英语交流中，这会让你的生活更容易，而且你的口音就会更好。Okay, that's it for this time. I'll see you next time. Practice those contractions and remember, use it or lose it. 好，就这样吧，下次见。记住要练习这些缩写，而且不使用它就会失去它。好，再见。